Guys, we have seen a CRO taking an extremely large pump towards the upside in recent days. In the last 2 weeks, moving from 0.375 all the way up to 0.818, with a lot of positive news coming out about CRO. Bitcoin is going to be continuing to pump, but can we continue in this parabolic run, or are we due to have some sort of a break towards the downside before we can continue on to our upwards journey? So let's have a look at what is going on in the charts. Now, when we're having these parabolic runs, we need to think about multiple different things, right? First of all, when we are looking up, we don't have any previous lines of support and resistance. We need to think about how we might be working those out. So we can look at previous swing high, dropping it down to the bottom of this previous wick. We can see that we at the 1.618 have come up and found resistance. Now, every time we have kind of these blue sky breakouts, 1.618 with the golden ratio is a great number or great target price, because often we do see them come up and hit. And we did see a wick towards the upside back on the 21st of November, which was swiftly rejected. We saw a big fall then from 0.85 all the way down to 0.65 before rallying back in an upwards trajectory. But what's happening on the shorter term, as we can see, the 1.618 is clearly providing some sort of resistance, as previously it did for CRO. So let's see whether we're going to be able to break through. Taking a look at the 1 hour, you can see that this is our key area. What we can see, guys, on the 1 hour chart, however, is this upwards wedge, which more often than not will break towards the downside. But I will say that when we have parabolic runs for coins quite like this, they do sometimes break towards the upside. But notice how the top of this channel is coinciding with the 1.618 at the $0.81 level. So this is a really key level that we are at literally right now. If we're able to break above this, then I think we are going to be pushing higher towards these next higher levels. But however, if we are rejected here, it's more than likely we will come back for a bit of a cool off, and it may take us a few more days before we are seeing this accumulation. Now, in terms of strategy, guys, when we're seeing coins rallying really fast like this, ultimately what people forget, and they get greedy every time, is that actually more and more people, once the levels get higher, are prepared to sell and less people are prepared to buy. That doesn't mean that the price won't potentially have any continuation onto the upside, but what it does mean is that even if it does, we are still probably going to come back down and give you another chance to buy. So actually, it's always better once we come back down for cool-offs, if we can find support, to be looking to buy at these levels rather than buying at these top levels. And as we can see, guys, we're actually getting a little bit of rejection here, so it wouldn't surprise me if in the next few hours or so we are taking a push back down towards the 0.69. However, always be cautious and don't jump on a moving train, guys. If it does suddenly have a break towards the upside, then always be a little bit cautious and wait for the time when we do come back for a retest, because nothing goes up in a straight line. Even if you look down here, we had this bounce to the upside, we come back down, bounce up, bounce back down. This is where we're buying, guys. This is where we're not buying, okay? This is where we're selling. This is where we need to be accumulating, okay? So at the top, when we're here, we're selling. And notice how we're approaching levels like this again. Ultimately, what goes up eventually will come back down, so people will be selling, and this is where we should be buying, guys. Now, I know that's probably not the most popular thing to say, and I know people get hyped up and excited about when we see these big rallies to the upside, and there is a lot of positive news on the horizon, but the RSI is telling me that we are looking quite high. Not only that, previously the RSI was significantly higher than it is now, but we're pretty much the same sort of price, showing a bearish divergence, showing that the price is getting weaker while it is getting bigger. So be very cautious with Kronos today, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.